Hi guys! So along the big sea-themed design team project journal I made, I decided to create two other journals which are blank inside so that the recipient can embellish his own way. And yeah, these are two sea-themed junk journal which will be listed for my sea-themed sale on my Instagram shop account, and I will put all the description down below. And yeah, I just prepared two little package of goodies, and it's nothing much. There's not like big variety of things. This is just to get you started with creating inside this journal. So I'm not gonna go through all the goodies inside, but you get some tickets and photographs, papers, book pages, and stuff like that. So one of each will, like these will go with each of the journals, like a little add-on. So again, these journals are completely blank inside, and so the idea was to be able to offer something a bit different, something more like writing friendly, something cheaper. So I hope you like this alternative to the bigger journals that I've been creating so far. And I just embellished, of course, the cover and added these two pieces of ephemera, which are on both journals. They are a French antique deed written on this very pretty blue paper, and a postcard, sea-themed French and vintage postcard. So let's just go through this one very quickly. I did add a ruffle, just one, because this I've had fun adding these trims on the other journal, and it reminds me of seaweed a little bit. So I just wanted to add one to kind of really fit the theme, but there's just one so you can add your own tabs and ruffles and stuff like that. So this one has a belly band. Well, actually both of these have a belly band, but this one is like a smaller, shorter one. And we have an applique here. I used 3 different fabrics, blue fabrics on the cover. And here's just a small collage, and you have some tall fabric, some lace trim and buttons, and this is, I don't know if you can see that, but this is like a vintage, it's not a token, but I think it was a charm, like a religious charm, and the whole kind of, it broke off, so I just glued it down straight on the cover. And yeah, so there's some trim. This is some eco-dyed fabric, and when you open this one up, you have a very blank inside. As I said, it's all yours, and you can decorate as you want. So you can decide to add a pocket, collage on here. I just added some sea-themed and blue papers along with some vintage French papers as well. So this is an antique deed. Like I do like to add some of these in my journals. This is a cabbage dye paper that I got from Red Page Cafe. And yes, I did just a little bit of collage just on this page because I wanted to hide this this sewing that was going pretty far in the page. So, but this is some vintage book page about Walt Disney Pirates of Caribbean. I don't know how to say that. But this was a page from that, and this is a map page, some French vintage paper. This is the thing I've been doing inside the bigger journal as well. So this is some handmade paper that I actually did myself, like, I don't know, a year and a half ago. And yeah, you have those little details here and there that looks like weeds a little bit. And I just sewed it to this piece of eco-dyed fabric. Some illustration from a book of Monet artworks and some onion skin vintage paper, I believe this one was coffee dyed grid paper, illustration, encyclopedia page that has those nuts, so sea themed. This is a sketching that was in an art book, and you have some antique French ledger page. This was a page from a photo album, and so you can tuck pictures, illustrations, photographs inside. This is some pretty sea green paper, some doily, a book page, illustration, and some blue textured paper. I don't know if you can see the texture on it. And I did add just one pocket, like one fabric pocket on each, because this was the remnants of the blue fabric that I used for the cover. So I wanted to add this in here. And this is actually a little cherub, so it's really pretty. And then just the other side of all these papers. So you get lots of journaling space, yeah, and spaces to tuck your own ephemera, and yeah. This is the other side of that, like, fabric. I just sewed a vintage postcard on it, like I did on the bigger journal that I made. So, pirate illustrations, cabbage dyed paper. Yeah, that's it for that one. And so this one has this closure, which is actually, this was a piece that I got in some, like, haberdashery bundle, and so I just added sort of dotted ribbon, and you can just you can make it more fitted, you can, yeah, more loose. It really depends how you feel the journal, but I thought that was a nice closure and a bit different from what I usually do. So that's the first one, and I forgot to mention the dimensions of those two journals. It's 22 tall by 13, so I think it's a bit wider, and yeah, I think it's a bit wider than the standard traveler's notebook insert size, and so that one is basically, they have the same type of papers inside. They just put bits randomly and, like, in a different way, in different places, I mean. And this one has a twine closure, and it also has a belly band with this sari trim and the buttons and the lace trims. And I also sewed this ribbon, like this sari trim ribbon. You also get this little detail on top, and the two ephemera on this one too. And that's the back. So inside, again, very plain and blank, and this the exact same thing, but of course they are varying a little bit, and they're placed in different orders, I'd say. And this is the handmade paper I did a long time ago, and it's really reminding me of the seaweed again. So very simple, yet very sea themed, I guess. There's a lot of blues, and you have the sea illustrations here and there. This is the fabric pocket on this one. And the postcard on this one. Again, a boat illustration postcard. So yeah, that's for this one. And so as I said, they each will come with a little bundle of goodies to get you started with creating inside these journals. I hope you enjoyed the flip through of these two journals, and that you like the idea. So again, all the description will be linked down below, along with the date of the sale. And yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.